What's going on, everybody? It's Timothy from Moga Minutes here, and I have a tutorial on syncing in After Effects with Twixtor plugin. So, a couple things you'll need are your clip, your song, and the gunshot sounds for the clip. So you get your song here, and this song has a very defined kick. So if I just zoom in, I can tell where the kick is of the song. That's the kick. And I want the gunshot to be on every other kick. So if you look at the waveform, and you can go to get the waveform by hitting LL on your song, and go to where the kick is, and just click on the little star on your number pad. It'll create a marker, and then go to skip the next kick, because I wanted every other kick, and just put another one here. And there's 4 shots in the quad, so you want to make 4 markers. Skip that one and put down another marker and one more after this. So just skip that kick, and here we go. There's this kick. So now if we were to, now what we have to do is, since we have all of our markers, we want to get our gun sound. The gun sound that I have is many shots, so I have to open it up, the waveform, get to the beginning of the shot, and I have to split it. You do this by holding Alt and pressing the front bracket, and then at the end of the shot you go to there and then Alt and then end bracket, and it'll just split to that part of the audio file. And we want to go to everywhere that there's a marker in the song and just hit the front bracket without pressing any other thing, so it'll bring it right to it. And then what we do is we hold Control D, it'll duplicate the gunshot sound, and we go to the next marker and hit the front bracket again, Control D, next marker, same thing. Now on this last one you do the same thing. And now if we play the sound through, the gunshots should be mapped to the song. Now if you heard that, the gunshot was every second kick, which is good. And now what we do is we want to take our clip and drag it down to this little button right here to make a new composition. And then you just want to cut out whatever you don't want in there. For instance, I'm going to cut out this beginning part and just leave that there. So I just split it, delete the first half, and then go to 0 over here, just 0, and click that front bracket again. It'll drag it all the way there. Now I have enough room in this composition to stretch it out, but if your clip is full length, what you want to do is go to composition settings and then change the duration to a higher duration, because when we add Twixtor, it's gonna stretch out, so we need that bigger composition. But that's fine for mine. And then we just go back to here and take that composition we just made and drag it in. And now what we gotta do is just find every part where he has a hit marker, every shot. So and then we split it by using Control-Shift-D, and we'll split right at where this shot is taken. And we'll do this for every shot. So there's that one. And then we go next. There's that one. And the final one is right there. And to go through the frames, you can either use these buttons right here to switch between one frame, or you can hold Control and hit the arrow keys, and it'll go through the frames. And so you just want to split it at each shot. And then your first shot is going to be this, so you want to hold on the time part here and hold Shift so it snaps right to the beginning of that shot. And then take your first shot kill and hit the front bracket again. It'll map it right there. And then now we take and we drag it onto the second gunshot and do the second kill. Hold Shift, drag to the third one, it snaps, and then bracket, snap, and bracket. Now if we were to render this out right now, it would, here, let me just change the half, it would be sunk, like the shots would be sunk, but the clip is all jumpy. Like so to fix that, we just put on the Twixtor, and after it's rendered, all right, we'll play it. It's a little jumpy. So what you want to do is you want to get your Twixtor, and you want to drag that onto your first one. Oh, sorry. And then click on this little time stopwatch here for speed. Oh, wait, you gotta change the frame rate. If your frame rate is 29.97 to begin with, you keep it like that. But mine's 59.94. And in order to find out what frame rate you have, if you just go to your project and then click on the clip, it tells you right here how many frames per second it is. So we go back to the controls and just hit the stopwatch, right? Anywhere in the first part, anywhere is fine. Just click the stopwatch and then drag to a frame before the shot and drag the speed until it's right before he takes the shot. So right here is right before he takes the shot. Next frame he shoots. So you want to do that with every single one. So we just drag this on, change the frame rate. And what I'm going to do is when he scopes out, just slow it down a little bit, like right here. You click on the time thing for speed, keyframe, go next frame, change the speed to 5, and then go down to the one that you selected and hit U, and it opens up your speed, and then just go ahead a few frames. I think this is about like 20 frames, and hit this little keyframe button right here, and then go next frame and put it back up to 100, and then go the frame before the shot and speed it up the time again until it's right before he takes the shot. So right there is about good. Maybe 440, so it's not as blurry. Oh, 430. How about 445? There we go. So it's not as Twixtor blurred. And we do that same one for each one of these clips. I'm just gonna slow it down right here. Let's go next frame. 5%. Click U. Go a little bit farther ahead. Hit the keyframe. Next frame. 100. And then a frame before the next clip. Speed it up until it's right before he takes the shot. There we go. And I'll just sync the rest and be right back. So I finished syncing, and by using this method, this is how it came out. So it's very, it looks very nice, very smooth. It is a little time consuming, more time consuming than time remapping, but it looks very nice. It looks a lot better than time remapping when you're finished. And if this is more like for your montage, you just want to take all the stuff that you put, select it all by hitting the first one, holding shift and hitting the last one, and right click and then click pre-compose and just name it whatever you want to name it. Like I'll just name it Quad on Nuketown, and it'll be in one layer instead of like, however many it was, and it'll just clean up your final comp so you can do other stuff. But thanks for watching. See you later.